Hi everybody, welcome to Decode Australia. Today is Wednesday, December the 2nd, 2020. My name is Tamer.
And I'm Laura.
And we're going to be starting with the USDCAD analysis.
The US dollar slid down against the Canadian dollar on Wednesday, decreasing the price of the USDCAD pair to less than 1.3000. Ahead of the release of Canadian unemployment rate news, the technical bias remained bearish since the USDCAD pair printed a lower high in the recent upside move.
Okay, so this pair is currently trading around the 1.2936. If we look at the chart closely, we can see the following support levels. At support 1, you will find a 1.2921, which is a major horizontal support. Second support is at 1.28 even, a psychological number. Finally, the third support is at 1.2782, which is the low of October the 1st, 2018.
On the upside, the price of the USDCAD pair is likely to hit some critical resistance level. Listed below are some expected resistance level where the price might have some hard time moving upward. At resistance 1 will be facing 1.3123, which is the high of November 19th, 2020. Resistance 2 will be facing 1.3207, which is the upper trend line arm, and at resistance 3 will be facing 1.3335, which is the 23.6% Fibonacci level resistance.
So the news we need to keep an eye on is the Canadian unemployment rate news. Statistics Canada plans to release these numbers concerning the unemployment rate in the country on Friday, which is the day after tomorrow, December the 4th. And according to economists' view, the Canadian unemployment rate news is registering a reading of 8.9% in November, bearing no change as compared to a reading of 8.9% in the previous month.
The Canadian unemployment rate reflects the total number of unemployed people in Canada over the given time. The data is presented in the percentage form after dividing the number of unemployed people by the total civilian labor force. Increasing number indicates a lack of expansion in the labor market of Canada. Generally speaking, a high reading is seen as negative for Canadian dollar, hence suggests a bullish market for the USDCAD pair ahead and vice versa.
That's right. Look, in conclusion, given the price movement of this pair over the past few days, selling it around the current levels might be a sensible trading position. Now let's move on to the pound USD analysis.
The pound rose against the US dollar on Wednesday, increasing the price of the pound USD pair to more than 1.340, ahead of the release of US Consumer Price Index ex food and energy news.
The US definitely decreased against all majors last night, and so the pound US is currently strengthening around the 1.3418. Once again, we're looking at the chart. We'll come across the following resistance levels, which may be a problem moving forward. Resistance 1 is at 1.3470, which is the upper trend line arm. Second resistance is at 1.3481, a major horizontal resistance level. And finally, the third resistance is at the 1.35 psychological number.
On the downside, the price of the pound USD pair might find some assistance near the given below support levels. At support 1 will be facing 1.3388, which is the lower trend line arm. At support 2 will be facing 1.3292, which is the low of November 30th, 2020. At 3 will be facing 1.3235, which is the 23.6% Fibonacci level support.
So the US Consumer Price Index, excluding food and energy news, is something we need to keep an eye on. The US Department of Labor Statistics anticipates releasing numbers concerning the US CPI, excluding food and energy, news on December the 10th, which is next Thursday. And according to economists' consensus, the US CPI, excluding food and energy news, registered a reading of 0.2% in November, as compared to a reading of 0.0% in the previous month.
The Consumer Price Index, excluding food and energy stats, reflects the movement in the retail prices of different services and goods taken from the representative shopping basket on a sampling basis. The US CPI percentage does not include the price of volatile products such as food and energy to arrive at unbiased figures. Generally speaking, increasing numbers are positive for the US dollar, hence suggest a bearish market for the pound USD pair ahead and vice versa.
In conclusion, Considering the micro and macroeconomic outlook of this pair over the last few days, buying the pair around the current levels might be a worthwhile decision in short to medium term trading. And as always, trade with your head, not your heart. Only trade with what you can afford to lose, and always apply strict money and risk management techniques.
Please don't forget to follow us on our YouTube channel, Facebook page, and our Instagram. There's a lot for us to teach.
Thanks for watching. See you tomorrow.
See ya!